Welcome back to our final video of Recovering Purpose. I hope you took the time to list out 1 to 3 values and now how you might align those values with purpose, with things that matter to you and bring meaning and fulfillment into your life on a daily basis. So our last video is putting purpose into practice. And that may sound a little strange, a little different or unfamiliar to you. I know it often does with people that I speak with and work with. Very, very often, purpose is seen in our times as something you either have or you don't. You either find or you won't. It's either given to you or it's withheld from you. You either receive a calling or you have a mission or there's a cause that you have a passion for, or none of that happens at all. Well, what about the rest of us? Well, purpose can actually come from any of those ways I just mentioned, but it can also come about as a skill that you put into practice. One way to practice the skill of purpose is simply to connect with your values in things that matter to you on a daily basis. These can be very, very simple things about being present, for example. If you have a value of family, then it's being present, being there with your family and trying to be the best version of yourself, whatever that means for you while you're with family. Or your value for sobriety. It's really committing to the things you know you need to do to maintain your recovery and stay in sobriety. Or maybe it's community and something larger about the difference that you make and really beginning to reach out to community members, taking those actions a little at a time every day towards making a difference in the community that matters to you. It can also be even more simple than that. Putting purpose into practice can simply mean being intentional and present a few moments a day. Doesn't have to be rocket science. You don't have to know what all your values are. Simply being intentional can be purposeful. And what I mean by that is intentions are those thoughts that we have about things that we want to do on purpose. They're actually related concepts. The words have a lot to do with each other. So what I talk a lot about with folks is intentional living. That can be purposeful. Intentional living can mean different things to different people, but it means being present and being there for your life while you're living it. It's so easy to be distracted. If you're feeling some guilt and shame from right now about, oh my gosh, I'm so distracted and I don't know what matters to me, you're not alone. That's the majority of us right now. So being intentional is something just like maybe practicing some mindfulness for 5 minutes a day. Being in prayer or worship for a few minutes a day or once a week. It can mean connecting with the outdoors, with your family, with something fun, with something healthy that's good for you for a few minutes a day and really being present and intentional while you're doing that. That can be practicing purpose on a daily basis. So, doesn't have to be a calling, doesn't have to be a big mission on your life, although it can be. Purpose is a skill that you can practice every day. It can be very, very simple or it can be much more complex as well. What I invite you to do in closing for this last video is to consider 3 or 5 different ways that you might begin practicing purpose on a daily basis. A few minutes a day. What can you do to practice purpose? If you're interested in learning more about what I do, I invite you to use the form down below and schedule a free 30-minute discovery session with me to learn more about what coaching is and how I might be able to help you add more purpose into your recovery. Again, my name is Charles Gossett with Full Integration Coaching. You can find me online if you're seeing this video somewhere else at www.fullintegrationcoaching.com or follow along on social media, Facebook, Instagram at Full Integration Coaching. I'm also on LinkedIn under my name, Charles Gossett, Gosset. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope that you'll reach out anytime that you're considering a life of recovery, and a life with purpose. Until then, remember, you are meant to live on purpose. Start living yours today.